My fellow Americans and patriots. Oh, never mind. Hey, what's up? I wanted to sound political for a minute. Did I sound like one of them politicians? You know, I did something crazy last night. Just off the cuff. I don't know, about 1 in the morning. I was getting ready for bed. I switched over to CNN. Yeah, I know. Every blue moon I do that. That way I can have a well-rounded education. And I listened to a bunch of Trump bashing. You know, it was the first night at DNC. And quite interesting. Trump ain't doing no good for the country. Some woman on there, her daddy died from COVID-19, and it's Trump's fault. They even had Michelle Obama on there, and I'm sorry I had to go then. I wasn't on there but a few minutes. I can only take it in small doses. Clicked over to Fox, and Fox was over there. They was talking about Cuomo, Governor Cuomo. And they put up a little spill he had going. He was talking about how Trump didn't do them no good. And, it's just plumb crazy. And I'm sitting there thinking, while he's running off at his pie hole, what about all them little speeches you gave? Well, then Fox started playing them, where he started saying how good Trump had been doing, how fast he had been responding, the help he had sent in, and all that good stuff. The commentator, I can't remember who it was, and he made a reference to they was all but phone buddies there for a while. What happened? That's what I'm wondering. What happened? The thing is, folks, is that the Democratic Party must think that their people are pretty damn stupid. If they get running their mouth about how bad it is, how bad Trump was now, but there is televised video proof that a few months ago when he was needing help, Trump was the greatest there ever was. Dan Fly, get away from me. You must be a Democrat. I guess Georgia's got some Democrat flies too. You know, now if I was a Democrat, it'd make me wonder a couple things. One, it would make me wonder how stupid do they think I am. You know, if you're going to change horses midstream, change horses. But don't start lying about your lies before. You know, especially when there's proof. Secondly, it would make me wonder, well, now, if they did this to Trump, he was their buddy when they needed him, and now that they don't need him, he's a piece of trash. What do you think they think about their voters? Huh? Something to think about, ain't it? In my opinion, it is. You know, they've got all this nonsense going on right now. Every time something doesn't work, like they're rioting and looting, it hasn't worked. They come up with something else. And they're putting out little memes on Facebook, just like right now they have swamp rats. Well, these swamp rats have been around for a while. They're really not a rat, although they are the largest rodent we have. What are they called, Mama? Nutria-rats. To my knowledge, they are not native to our country. They are a nuisance, but they're also feeding alligators and other stuff. And if they're too big of a nuisance, I think they'll probably do them like they do the big old boa constrictor snakes and all that stuff, and all the hogs that are gone crazy. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's just something trying to distract you. While we're talking about the riots, you know, it brings up a couple things with me. We can stand in line in Walmart and all these places and go shopping with a little bitty paper mask on, and that's okay. They can riot in the streets, and that's okay. But you cannot go to the voting booth and stand in line or go to vote. Really. I think if these people are finding their way to the riots, somehow they got there, they could probably get themselves to the voting booth if they're actually registered voters. Right now they are trying so much chaos. They are trying any and everything they can to distract us. And it makes me wonder, what exactly are they passing, as in the elected idiots up there, while they think we're distracted? While we're talking about them passing, you realize the House took off on vacation again. Now, we're supposed to be in a crisis, the country is.
7 weeks.
They're supposed to be trying to find a way to get another stimulus check out to all the dying Americans. And they go home for 7 weeks. Really. You know, they was forced to come back in the beginning of this nonsense. And now here it is again. Really? Now that tells us one of two things. Is one, it's not as important and dire as they say, or else they don't really give a damn. Huh. I wonder which. Someone pointed out on a video I watched earlier, I don't remember the gentleman's name. He's a black guy, wears a cowboy hat. Somebody probably knows him. I can't think of his name. I watch several patriots, and he was making the point. Damn, I lost my point I was going to go there with on him. Anyway, I liked his little deal. Damn it, Mama, I lost my train of thought. That sometimes gets me every once in a while. But anyway, folks, they're trying some shenanigans on us. They really are. They are going to be trying to take something away from us. This whole thing, and I'm not the only one that thinks that way, this whole thing is about nothing but control. I honestly believe that. This whole COVID-19, the whole mask, all of it. I think it's nothing but one way for the government to find out how far they can push us. How much we're going to bow down to their wishes. How obedient are we now? Have we lost our backbone as a country? As patriots, have we lost our backbone? How much we going to take, ladies and gentlemen? Where do you draw the line? You know, that same gentleman, I just couldn't remember his name of, he was telling a story about he had been to a store, he didn't say what kind, and he was shopping, and he goes in without a mask. I at least wear a mask. It's usually on my chin, but I at least wear a mask, so I'm complying. He won't even wear a mask. They asked him to leave. They did not inquire about if he had any sickness, ailments, medical conditions that would allow him to not wear a mask. They just point blank told him wear a mask or leave. So he left. He did say he paid for his item on his way out. I would have just dropped the item in the floor and walked away myself. But that's me. Sometimes I can be a bit of a, well, you know. Folks, this is nothing but a scam. The whole thing. You know, I try not to be a doomsdayer and all that stuff. But I have to wonder how much of this is really the devil's plan. I can't help but wonder it. There's so much stuff, even this mark of the beast nonsense, which I agree with several that says that it's going to be in this vaccine that they're going to force upon us. Huh? There's supposed to be a microchip in there? And it's not going to surprise me if you don't get the vaccine, you're not going to be able to do anything. I can't help but wonder with them trying to take away paper money and make everybody do everything with credit cards, is it going to relay over to that microchip they want to put in you? I can't help but wonder. You know? They're saying that the worst of this COVID virus is supposed to be over by November. Huh? Ain't that amazing? Old Texas feller I listened to. He was an older man like myself. White guy, wears cowboy hat. He looked like a real cowboy. He wasn't a Jim Dunn type. He got on and he was a little upset. And he pointed out a fact that with this mail-in ballot nonsense, that it's going to take forever to get all them votes counted. If they're being mailed in, they have to be hand-opened and hand-counted. Well, of course, that opens us up to all kinds of fraud, don't it? Not that we would know anybody that would commit fraud on voting. Voter fraud, no, not in our country. And he made the point that if we do mail-in ballots, then everybody can't vote by November 4th. So come January 20th, we still will not have an answer to who's president, who won. And that means the Speaker of the House, according to the Constitution, the Speaker of the House takes over. Who in the world wants Nancy Poo-Poo as a president? I mean, just shoot the damn country in the head automatically. That woman don't know which way is up. Some of the stupidest stuff I've heard come out of her mouth just plumb scares me that she would be in charge of our country. Oh, man. And should they get the House and the Senate and her get Speaker of the House, people like me, we're in trouble. Because don't you think for a minute that they ain't going to use the social media to find out who was talking against them? What did they do in Germany, Russia, all them communist countries where they had dictators? What's the first thing they do? They go out and find the people that is talking bad about them. My, oh my. Well, at least I won't have to worry about a chip, will I? I'm hoping our nation is waking up. I think it is. I have become a member of a group on Facebook. It's called The Pound Side and Walk Away. And I did one of my videos. It was a real short one. You all know I don't do all that typing real well. So I did a real short video as a howdy and introduced myself. Let them know that I really wasn't a Democrat or a Republican. I was just a pissed off American. Bandit, stop. And I tell you now, I've got more warm welcomes out of that group. I've read some very interesting testimonies on that group, and I would suggest that y'all go over and check them out. It's the pound sign and walk away. Hashtag, okay. Hashtag walk away. Go check them out. With that, this was just some things that was on my mind this morning I wanted to get off. So now I got it off. I hope y'all are spreading the word. I hope you're spreading the warning, sounding the bell, telling everybody to wake up and look at what's really going on. They are very hard trying to distract us. Don't let them distract you that damn much. Y'all remember, good Lord loves you, and so do I. Y'all have a blessed day now. Bye.